And that was Nine Castle Close, my buddy Patrick Disney, just smoking music they have. And if you've had a chance to listen to them or not had a chance, please make sure you go to ninecastleclose.com. I always send people to the website. That's the best place to go, but you can get them on all streaming services. I always push people to Spotify right now. And right now, I am being joined by, as promised, Mr. Noah Snoop Doggy Dog Poopy Pants Coker. What's going on, Noah?
Not much. How are you, Paul?
Buddy, I'm good. And I see you. I'm sure all the crap in your dorm is pushed off camera view because there's no way it's that clean.
This is my bed, or this is my office back. This is my bed, or this is my office back at home. It is pretty clean. So
it's your office.
I got
you have an office in college?
Like it's here in my house in Cincinnati. No, not my dorm room.
Oh, you're home.
Yeah, okay. I'm home.
Oh, and you have an office at your house?
It does appear that way, yeah.
Oh my
God. His mother cleans.
Oh, okay. And now we got the lovely Kelli Kocher, Noah's mom. This young man at one point came from the body of this lovely young lady, and this is a surprise. Noah did not know I was bringing Miss Kocher on, Kelli on as well with Noah, and they're in the same house apparently. I thought you were down at school.
No, I came home yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm screwed up everything then, but no, which is not unusual for me to do. So Noah is attending Belmont, so done with the first semester, right? You cut out.
Oh yes, I'm done with the first semester. Yeah, it's
okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, if you go to the Meet the Bootleggers page on bootleggersmusicgroup.com, Noah Kocher is one of the founding members of Bootleggers Music Group. Has been from the very beginning, and he's basically been playing with me since he was 14, which I guess that sounded kind of off color there for a minute, but playing music.
Okay, Michael Jackson. Let's keep it together now.
Yeah. Right, Michael Jackson. So, and it was funny, and so Kelli, I invited Ken, Noah's father as well. And is he out of town? Is he out of town?
I think he's in a meeting.
Yeah. It was impromptu. I just thought I thought I was going to surprise Noah and you guys could see each other and mom could go, oh, your room's a mess. But that didn't happen because she cleaned his office, I'm sure.
Since we're like only, just a short way from each other. Yeah.
Well, you could have just got on there together then, but that's okay. I get it. So Noah's been playing music for a long time. And what happened was, a lot of people don't know the story, is Ken Kocher. We were playing music with JL327, which is the band that was playing with my son and Steve Hanghold and a bunch of other cool people, my brother-in-law Kevin Bearswelt and Dan Frimming. But Ken sent me a drum solo that you did. As a matter of fact, we were getting ready to get on stage, and this drum solo thing came through. I didn't even know you played drums. And, when did you start playing drums?
Oh goodness. End of 6th grade, going into 7th grade of middle school. Yeah.
Now, how old is that? 6th grade.
What was I, like?
12.
12? Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, so he sends Ken, Noah's dad sends me the video, and pretty smoking drummer, and is what I witnessed, and then I invited him to come play with us. And it was funny, the first night that he came, he didn't know. I mean, he's playing with a bunch of older guys, and we're playing a bunch of songs that are even older than us, and even me. And we gave him, how many tracks did we give you that you were going to play that night
on? I only knew of 2 of them, and then you just told me to go listen to them and come back and play. I was like, all right.
Yeah, well, and he literally went to his dad's car and listened to the songs, and then came in and just ripped them out, and then the rest is kind of history there. But so he's 18 now, right? You're 18?
18, either way.
Yeah, okay. So so for 4 years, and we've had a lot of fun together. And now he's at Belmont. So tell people about what it's like to be at Belmont.
Well, there's different experiences, but my experience is a little different. See, it's kind of fun being a part of the Bootleggers Music Group with a bunch of these listeners and stuff, and you walk around campus and like people know who you are, so that's kind of cool. The endless clout, one could say, of having a big music group at yeah.
and no, the cool thing is you smile, and I see it.
What's
Sorry.
that?
Well, I see your mom and the support that you have is crazy to me. Crazy. That's why I wanted to have Kelli on. I'm sorry, guys. This is like ridiculous. I don't know why it's happening. Noah, you guys are amazing. You and Ken, what you've done. Tell me and get me my mind clear again. But what did you think about turning your child really over to a bunch of old dudes playing music?
Oh my goodness. For us, it's just been amazing to see the guidance and mentorship and just the learning that Noah's getting that he can't get anywhere else. I mean, when you say old dudes, I see people who have amazing experience and people who you've, walked a million miles in the industry and different areas, and nobody would ever get this kind of opportunity in a normal college setting. So when you combine a traditional education, being in a city like Nashville with what you guys are giving him in the real world, it's just absolutely amazing. So I couldn't be happier. I think it's a once in an 8 million, chance opportunity for somebody like Noah to get to experience this and be part of it.
To me, it's just so neat. I've watched over the years, and we've had conversations about this. My parents were supportive, but society, when your child says, I want to play music, or I want to be an artist, I want to be a painter, this is what I want to do. In our society, we see people go, well, what do you mean? You're a loser. Go be this or go be that. And that wasn't the case. These two people were bringing him everywhere. I mean, unless he could get there on a scooter, he had no other way. And you brought him and you carried his gear because he's lazy like that. And he's got like 2 roadies. I mean, he's like 15 years old and he's not carrying a damn thing. So it just warms my heart to see him flourish the way he has. And he's still a kid, and well, in my mind, 18, once you can get shot at, you're no longer a kid, but he's still very young. Noah, I'm going to ask you, man, do you know what you got? Do you know what you got with those two people?
No, I don't think anyone really does, honestly. But it's a blessing. So we're still learning.
But you realize, especially now, and I'm sure at Belmont, you're probably surrounded with many who are just as blessed as you.
For sure.
Because that is a commitment right there, that they're even at that school. Yeah. And but I'm sure you have friends that probably have the same aspirations as you, that they don't have that support. They don't have the parental support.
I probably, although if their parents are investing to send them to Belmont to play
No,
like
I'm talking about
violin.
I'm talking about kids young people that may not be at Bell. I'm talking about people maybe back here in Cincinnati are really going, man, I really wish I was doing what you're doing.
I do know some people like that, especially at my high school. Like a lot of these parents, being a musician or whatever is like not something that they are interested, like their parents were interested in them doing. They had to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, so they sent them to Harvard Law instead of where they really want to go, like Berkeley School of Music, to play, like, so yeah.
Yeah. So over the past 4 years, I've seen you grow not only as a musician, as a writer. I think you're going to be an incredible producer. You're already leaning in that way, but your ear is pretty cool. We're going to play a couple of the songs that we've written together, and because we started programming for me to play the sax.
Back in the day, the funky shit track, what was that, sophomore year of high school? Yeah.
Yeah, we started doing that, and that was really cool. So I'm going to play a couple of the tunes that we have done that are out and later. But so tell everybody what you are doing at Belmont. Why are you at Belmont? What are you studying?
I study music business, and so it's obviously in the name, like the business side of the industry. So I'm not really doing the whole like instrument thing. I'm more looking at like how to music rather than like just play it. And then on the off side, like obviously I'm still doing this, making tracks and writing songs and stuff. But at Belmont, what I'm there for is to monetize this.
Right. Well, and I think you and I had a conversation early on, and it's just the smart way to go, because the chances of let's just use the word becoming big and making a bunch of money playing the music or whatnot, or being a star is the same as, to me, as somebody thinking their kid's going to play in the NFL. I mean, Kelli, what do you think of the decision that he made to go that direction?
Oh, I think it's the absolute smartest, because he can have the best of both worlds. He can have the degree, learn how to be in the industry, all aspects of the industry, and still play, in addition to that. And if somehow down the line he's playing and something happens and he goes off in that direction, great. But otherwise, he's going to know all aspects of it and not be limited in his future.
Right. And one of the things that I think I said to was, to get to know the business side, because, my father used to always say, show business should be called business show. Take care of your business. And I had Dennis Teepee, my son's father-in-law, who we send prayers out to. He's having some things that health-wise that we would want to pray for Dennis. But Dennis actually texted me while I was on with Jackson Harden, and he said, "Tell Jackson to remember the business side, because it's so important." And Noah, to producing music, you make a living. Even writing music, you'll make a living. But even artist management, you'll make a living off of all kinds of people, and you can still play your music and still pursue your stuff. So you're going definitely in the right direction. What's the coolest thing about Belmont?
Probably being in Nashville is the coolest thing about Belmont. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not the 65-35 ratio, girls to boys? That's
well, now, What fun would that be if we weren't in the party city of the world? Like, I don't know.
We will, I'm going to refrain from my off color comments. But I will say this, Kelly, no, and I did have a conversation that he said, I don't know if I want to have this conversation with you. And I said, I don't really care what you want.
Yeah, this did happen.
It happened in real time, Kelly. I sat him down
happen.
and said, let's talk about, and I don't know if I want to have this conversation with you. I said, well, I'm not your mom and dad. You don't have a choice.
And that's why I like him hanging out with an old guy.
An old guy that, well, I just told him some stories. I just told him stories of guys that I've watched their careers just evaporate, totally evaporate. And I won't go into those people, but no one knows who they are now. And their careers just went away. Just pay attention to what's going on. Be aware of your surroundings. Because the one thing about show business that I can share definitely that I learned early on was everybody thinks you're something that you're not, just the way it is. And if they can get their claws into you, they will.
Yeah.
So they will. They'll latch into you immediately if they think they can get something from you. And so you got to be real careful out there. But now, where's your favorite place to hang out down there in Nashville?
Oh, well, there's a couple. New place, shout out to the Bootleggers Inn, right next to Kid Rock's. Melissa, she's the GM. We'll talk about this later. But
all right, well, hey, and here's the deal. This is how cool this kid is. He texted me yesterday, or was it yesterday?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago, text me and said, I'm going to the Bootleggers Inn and I'm going to try and punch us up a gig. So, here's an 18-year-old kid that is not only he's already using his business marketing, business promotion, music marketing, music promotion, and the fact that he gets to sit behind drums.
Yeah. So, I guess I can talk about it now, but I went in there Tuesday or Wednesday night and walked in with a CD and a Bootleggers koozie and a Bootleggers koozie, and I was like, hey,
exactly.
Well, what else do you call? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
No, that's how you have to say it though. A koozie. Makes it sexier.
Okay. I walked in there and I was like, hey, is the manager here? And she like stands up from the bar. She's like, yeah, it's me. So we like 20 minutes and I was like introduced myself. I'm like, I'm Noah Coker from the Bootleggers Music Group. I think it's kind of fun that you have the Bootleggers Music Group. I gave her the CD and she's like, I'll check it out. I was like, well, in between sets and stuff, maybe you can play some bootleggers. And she's like, yeah, for sure. So, that's
that is awesome. That is awesome. Now, Kelly, were you with him Wednesday night?
No, God, no. He came home last night and told Ken and me about it. So I was really proud of him. I love the initiative.
Okay. Well, I had to check to see if the initiative was his or if the initiative was Mom, the marketers.
Nope. It was all him.
Yeah, so that's it. So he's got the best of all kinds of different worlds. His father is the fixed ops director at Performance Automotive Group, and I've known Ken since actually Noah was born, and before. And then so Ken is an incredible businessman, and then his mother, who you're seeing here, Kelly, does marketing. So he's got it all the way around, man. He's got a bunch of really good people in his crowd. What are you? Speaking of family, talk to me a little bit about your family support outside your walls that you're standing in. What's going on there?
Oh, well, obviously my brothers, and my brother's super supportive of me. They're like way older, so it's a little different dynamic than like the. So that being said, yeah, they've always been there. Obviously my grandma, she she actually helped pay for my Berkeley School of Music back in the day, and so she's always been super supportive as well. So I have a lot of really good people.
Right, right. And I know you're because of your personality, because of your focus, it seems like you're making some really good contacts down there too. You've got one professor. Talk to me about the one professor that seems to, in my opinion, he seems to have taken you kind of under his wing.
Yeah, Larry is his name. Um, Great guy. It was one of the first days of class, and he asked it was actually the first day. He asked, "So, do any of you guys have music out on Spotify?" And there's a couple hands that raised, when I raised mine, and and went around. He was like, "How many listeners do you have?" You know, that sort of stuff. And then he gets to me, and everyone was like, "Oh," and everyone was like, "Oh," like, or whatever. And then at the time, we had like what, like 60,000. We had something like pretty big at that time. It was like 60,000. We have about 300 and some thousand listeners across. And he goes, "Oh wow." And so after that, we just talked and stuff before and after class, and asked about advice and stuff like that. So yes, and stuff like that. So yeah, really good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Hey, not to cut you off real fast here, but I noticed what time it is. Kelly had a meeting at 10:30, and I wanted to say thank you for joining us, Kelly.
Thanks for the invitation. Have fun. I'll listen to the rest later.
All righty,
Bye,
great. All right, thanks. So at any rate, yeah. So you told me he punched up the numbers, and that had to make you, that would make you feel pretty good, I think.
Oh, well, in front of class, yeah, you could see my head literally just like rise like that. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
one thing, it's so hard, and I'm sure you ran into some problems. I run into problems every day, explaining what we're doing. I mean, because we're not a band. I mean,
No.
have you been able to help people understand? Are they coming around to understanding that Bootleggers Music Group is not Paul Jones, it's not Noah Coper, it's not Wayne Maxwell, it's not Ulrich Ellison, it's not any one person. It is in itself an entity. Have you had the ability to explain that to people?
Um, it depends on the person I'm talking to. So like Larry Walkouts gets it. Like people that he was like, "I really love what you guys are doing. I think I get exactly what's happening. You guys are not a band. It's like all over the world. You're different. You like stand out." And he is really supportive and really loves what we're doing. Actually, I'll probably send him the this clip after it gets done. And but other people, they can't get past like the band. They can't get past like the band thing. Like if we were to play in Nashville, I mean, it would only probably be a couple of us. Obviously, we're not all however many people are in this group playing together at once. But I think people are kind of coming around to it, especially the more musical people. I think kind of understand it.
Yeah, it has been a challenge. It's a challenge for us to get people to understand, because, quite frankly, I didn't fully understand the magnitude until when Spotify came out with the wrap up. It really became even clearer to me, because I can see we see the country song, the blues song, the faithful song, the Christian song. We see those numbers of what came in and where else they went. And, the whole "get them here, I'll take care of the rest" thing has taken place. And then, of course, then you have that challenge of, you're a Christian band, or you're a country. No, we're not a country band. We're not a Christian band. We are all Christian. We are all, not all. I mean, we've got Muslim, we have Jew, we have people of all kinds of faith that are involved. the top level mission of bring people closer to God, bring people closer to some form of niceness, seems to be working out. I mean, I do want to, I'm going to just point blank ask you, because we don't have conversations individually. People need to know, we really don't have conversations of where people stand. But has your faith increased at all since being part of this group?
For sure. Well, also, like, I've also kind of grown up. Like, we started this group, I've been playing with you for a long time, so I've just been, I like just developed naturally to be more faithful. But yeah, I think in this group, I think we have a message that, I mean, I think we have a mission, and I feel like closely tied to that mission. I don't know if I necessarily would have been before this group, maybe, I don't know, but I feel a closeness to that.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it is to me, is everybody finds their place. Roger Coors, Roger Tiny Coors, who, we played last Saturday together, and dude, he's a trip. And he had a lot, that's what he was saying. And that's been the hardest part, really, is just so people understand that it's everybody moves at their own pace, right?
Yeah. And we're getting there.
Yeah. So I'm talking to Noah Kocher. It's 10:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on the 16th day of the 12th month. I'm talking to him. I thought I was going to be talking to him at Belmont, but I'm talking to him at Mount Coker. So he is in Cincinnati. I like doing the Zooms because then we can do the video. You listened in the top hour. You listened to me speak with Andy French from Performance Kings Honda. I'm gonna now play a song. I'm gonna try to squeak in two of the songs that Noah's on a right on, and one of the first ones that this is not one of the first instrumentals. This is I'm gonna play songs that we cut, and which we cut them all, but I can do a couple. But let me see. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to punch one of the first ones we did, 29 Days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to punch up 29 Days. Now, here's the backdrop on 29 Days. I had the concept of 29 Days in my head for years, for several years. I had the concept, but I never could find the answer to it. And what 29 Days is, and the reason it's called 29 Days is, as most of you know, I have battled depression most of my life. And I'm also a big in not only my faith in God, but also his universe. And I am on a universal cycle of 29 days. And I know every 29 days I'm going to probably enter into a battle, and it's always conducive with the moon. I'm a double Cancer, and I was born exactly on a new moon. And it's just kind of weird how that works. But God made the universe, and he made the stars, and he made the plan. So this is how he made me. And we produced this track. And Tyra Juliet, Kid Rock, as a matter of fact, Kid Rock's one of Kid Rock's main backup singers is singing this, which is really cool and a blessing. So here's 29 Days. I'll be back in 3 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm talking with Noah Kocher. Noah actually came up with the entire music scheme of this. Did you not?
I did. If I recall, those Ableton tracks.
Yes.
Those Ableton tracks.
Yeah. So he programmed this. Then we went, because I don't use program music, we went and had all the instrumentation cut. And this is one of the first ones that Ulrich Ellison worked on with us. So here it is, 29 Days. We'll be back in 3 minutes and 27 seconds.
every 29 days, when the moon is high, every 29 days, full and bright. When the moon is high, pain returns at every 29 days, pain returns at night. Every 29 days, when the moon is high, when the moon is high, every 29 days. Every 29 days, every 29 days, every 29 days.
And that was every 29 days. That was 29 days and DAYZ. And like I said, that was I believe that was one of the first ones. We had that Funkalicious, which I could punch up. And that was more of a baritone sax. I played the sax on 29 days. I played the bass on 29 days. We had was one of the first ones. We had Leon van Egmond from the Netherlands on playing the harp, and then of course Ulrich Ellison co-produced that with me. It was early, I pitch him the co-produce credit because all of a sudden we realized we actually had a pretty cool tune.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to Noah Kocher. It's 10:43 Eastern Standard Time on Friday, December 16th. So happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's gonna have a big one. What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know yet, honestly. Working actually Saturday. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay.
But
Did you see the video I shot out of Luke Cohen?
I did see the video. Yes. See the video. Yes.
Dude, is off the chart. Folks, we have found, as you know, our main fiddle player is Dan Hopholder, and he is out of Nashville. He is Dierks Bentley's fiddle player. And we have strings that come to us from Serbia. But I have been praying to God for a fiddle player and a string player, which there's a difference. And he delivered both in the package of one Luke Cohen.
Oh yeah.
Dude's off the chart.
Oh yeah. That guy's a monster.
He's a monster. That video I sent you, that's the first time he ever heard song My Wings. And dude, he nailed it.
That guy's a monster. Oh yeah. I was blown away. Yeah.
We are so blessed. I beyond measure. You know, God always has taken care of us, and you know that. He just throws people to us.
Is he in where is he in the world?
He is in Cincinnati. He is he teaches. He studied at CCM. and just got done with a tour with the Charleston Symphony. And he pointed out Charleston, West Virginia. I thought South Carolina. I didn't know people in West Virginia even knew about symphony.
Exactly.
But he was excited about that. And I'm telling you, I lost my stuff as I did today. I don't know. I must be going through menopause or something. I've become so emotional lately. But dude, I'll tell you, man, your mother and father just, God, that just warms my heart. It's so cool to see. And I hope more parents understand when you can direct a child, an artistic child, somebody, no matter whether they're artistic or not. But if they want something, if they want to do it, that's what they want to do. Get behind it. You know, I got a guy here right now. Steven is back in town, and his passion is sculpture.
Did he make the fist on the website?
Yeah, dude, that's all his. I'm watching him. He's wrapping up the bird right now, the eagle. This eagle is sold. This eagle, here's the deal. And people, if you are, I've got pictures of his stuff and on the website. You want something, buy it. That one eagle is going to get him an apartment for at least 2, maybe 3 months and get him out of this cold weather. You know, get him off the street. And he's just following his passion. And you have to know the whole story. And I don't even know if you know the whole story, Noah, but you know, he didn't have that support. He still doesn't have that support from people. You know, you want to carve rocks? You want to carve rocks? This guy is beyond magical, just like yourself. You know, you want to do what? You want to be in music? That's got to make you feel great that you got the support.
Especially growing up, like my high school was very different than like it's all these Ivy League kids and stuff that have to go to like Harvard, MIT, you know, Yale, that sort of thing. And it is pretty cool. I always felt a little different because I did not want to be a lawyer or a doctor, whatever sounds miserable. But making music and stuff, that's all I really wanted to do. And I was very different and also very lucky that I could do that.
Beyond measure, Noah. And as you grow older, you're going to learn to appreciate even more. You know, I had support from my family. Don't get me wrong, I really did. It just, you know, my father was in the music business, and man, it was tough, and especially back then. And my mother just wasn't. Betty just, that's not the way to go. But she did support. I mean, I beat the drums in the house and had band practice downstairs and all that. The support was there, but not really the pushing.
Yeah, you grew up in like a bluegrass band, right? Like your family's a bluegrass.
Well, it was all country western, you know, and then of course I went my direction, which was rock and roll and things like that. So I had the support, but not to the measure of you. And you know, hindsight's always 20/20. But I had support in other ways, you know, of being successful and you know, being driven, not necessarily successful, but being driven enough. And you know, money is a byproduct of productivity.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. And what you're doing now, you're just investing in your time and just to be as smart about it as you can. But to have that stuff, I'm so curious with everybody that comes on to talk to them about what music means to them. And I'm going to ask you, what is music? What is music?
I think music to me is just people's feelings distilled into audio file. So it's just they have a feeling. If they want to feel happy, want to feel sad, they want to get angry, they want to get angry, whatever, it's chilled into an MP3 file for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it's eternity, man. Again, yeah. I always, you know, if somebody misses that point, to me, it's eternity. It's something, it's a gift that will be there forever. I mean, the stuff that you're doing will be there forever as long as God has the planet, allows us to be here, which he probably should just explode right now and start all over.
A Noah's Ark 2.0.
Yeah, there really should be some kind of, well, I think a reset is going on. I don't know what's happening, but hopefully people get a little bit straightened out here. But I'm going to, while I got Noah on, I'm going to go ahead and spin another one that we've done and released. And this will be the most recent. We may not have time to get to You Make Me, but I want to spin My Wings, which we released in English and Spanish. Marcelo out of Argentina is singing the Spanish version. And we're just really blessed with the dual language thing is happening. You know, Jesus is to be praised was released in 7 languages. And then we've released several others in multi-language. I just got done writing one. Dennis Palantang has the file right now. And I think I'm going to go to French and English on that one. But this is My Wings. And Noah basically had written a song, and we have a little policy, don't we? That he writes them and sticks them in a folder on our OneDrive. And God, you sent me this thing, what, 3 months before?
It was only like a month. It was only like a month before going to Belmont because it was.
Yeah. You're right. I think You Make Me was about a 3 month thing on the melody of that. But Noah often texts me and says, "Hey, I just put our new hit song up."
Indeed, it's our new hit song.
The optimist right there, brother. Ultimate optimist. I just put a hit song up. Take a listen. But he had sent a lyric. This came as a lyric sheet, and I had been struggling with a melody that I had written on the piano and finding words, and then something told me, which I always believe is God said, "Hey, get in the folder and punch up Noah's song." And it was originally titled "Fly Away." Yeah. And I punched it up, and I text Noah and I said, "Do you mind if I mess up your song?"
I said yes. Go for it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. And after looking at his lyric sheet, this is what came up. So this is My Wings. We'll be back in 3 minutes and 28 seconds. I'm talking to Noah Kocher, who is attending Belmont, just got done with his first semester. So this is My Wings and Noah Kocher tune, and here you go. And this is the English version.
Love the way you look at me. Your stare is anti-gravity. Bring me up so I can see. When my wings start to touch the ground, you always seem to be around, giving me the lift I need so I can fly. I can fly. Times when darkness calls, you hold me tight, you won't let me fall. You are the light in me. You are my upper hand. You're the reason I get up and stand. You give me all the strength I need so I can fly. Yeah, I can fly. You believed in me. Yeah, I fly. I can fly. You are my wings. I can fly. countless times I've let you down. So many times I've not been around. Well, you've been there for me. Now's the time for me to be the man that you've always seen and pushed me to be, so I can fly. Yeah, I can fly, because you believe in me. Yeah, I fly, I can fly. You are my wings. Yeah, I fly, I can fly, because you believed in me. Yeah, I fly, I can fly. Lord, you are my wings.
And that was My Wings. Noah Coker co-write on that. And what a blessing that song was, Noah, to us. And it's just, as you know, the press release did really well. The reception by the curators has been incredibly well. And so job well done, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
expect it to be this big, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
no, it's got to be cool, man. I mean, you said your head was, and I always try to deflate you immediately.
Yeah.
Do I overwhack you?
No, no. See, it's too strong of a force. It can't be stopped.
Well, we've had many conversations, and we are blessed. I mean, we got a long way to go, and God will take us to wherever we need to go. That's for sure. But 139 countries, all 7 continents. Yesterday I checked 1,300,000 streams, 385,000 unique listeners.
Wow.
What's that doing, man?
Wow. No, that's pretty cool.
I think God said, get them here and I'll take care of the rest, right?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be even cooler when we got like 100 million, but no.
Well, I know I'm tickled pink. I think everybody involved has really. I think we've all been kind of humble. I didn't expect any, of it. I certainly have tried to keep my perspective on everything, and it's hard to stay up. It's hard to stay up, but when you look at the overall picture, it's only been since February.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we tracked a lot, but we've only really have begun, right? I mean, start small, finish big.
Yeah, I mean, both that we have in like the first year. What's gonna happen next year is only kind of
Yeah.
But
So you told me you've been riding down there with a couple of your Belmont folks. You got anything in particular that you're excited about? You got a song that you're excited about?
yeah, actually I do. It's a little different it's actually very different than anything that we've ever released. So I made, I like EDM music and that sort of like that sort of like kind of stuff. And so I made my own dance track, my own EDM dance track, and
Okay.
I sent it to my friend. His name's Shay, great guy, and he thought he would put some words on it because, well, I played it for him and he had kind of some words that he was working on for like a pop song, but he really liked him on this. So he's recording him now, and we're making some adjustments. But this track took me a long time to make. I mean, it's like 80 tracks in, like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it's one of my favorite tracks I've ever made. So it's one of my favorite tracks I've ever made. So
Well, that's cool, man. I can't wait to hear it. And it is out of respect for your time, as always, it is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 16th day. It's December. I've been joined with Noah Kocher on the bottom hour, 10 to 11, and then his mother, Kelly, joined us for a little bit before she had to jump off. And I just want to thank Noah for coming on here and hanging out with me for a little bit. And I'm sure I'll see you over hopefully I see you over the Christmas break. Hopefully we can get together and maybe play some music. I'm thinking seriously about having Luke Cohen come in here and cut this new track for me, and then maybe put together a little rehearsal, so a little meet and greet rehearsal with Luke and yourself. And I think Brother Wayne is still in town. Get Larry Walbrick over here, Roger. I think Danny's still in town, and get us all together. So, Noah Kocher, thank you so much for coming. I love you to death, brother, and super, super duper proud of you, man. Just keep your head out of your arse and stay focused, man. So thanks for joining us. And Noah, hang in there for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and spin another one of Noah's. You Make Me, and this one has done really, really well. And Noah, I believe, punched up the melody on this, and then I injected some words, and therefore you have a song. So here it is, You Make Me.
Last night, sitting at the bar, made me stop and think of what you are. I watched every little move, the way you looked at me, that sexy way you do. The eyes of all the other guys popping out their skulls as they realize I have something that they can't, but you got me, baby, I'm your man. You make me everything I am, everything I'll ever be. You take me for who I am, just like Romeo and Juliet. You show me all I can be. You open my eyes, make it clear to see. You make me, yeah, baby, you make me, and I'll never let go. While you were sleeping last night, I could feel your heartbeat as I held you tight. I thank the Lord up above for bringing someone like you to love. When I start to feeling down, you make me smile, turn my day around. My life is what it is today because of you, baby, and I wanna say you make me everything I am, everything I'll ever be. You take me for who I am, just like Romeo and Juliet. You show me all I can be. You open my eyes, make it clear to see. You make me, yeah, baby, you make me. Can't imagine life without you, baby. But I think the Lord must have known I'm nothing without you. Yeah, he must have known. Yeah, he must have. Me everything I am, everything I'll ever be. You take me for who I am, just like Romeo and Juliet. You show me all I can be. You open my eyes, make it clear to see. You make me, yeah, you make me. You make me everything I am, everything I'll ever be. You take me for who I am, just like Romeo and Juliet. You show me all I can be. You open my eyes, make it clear to see. You make me, yeah, baby, you make me. You make me. Bootleggers' own Noah Kocher. I hope you enjoyed today's show. And as always, you can log in and listen live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to go to our website at bootleggersmusicgroup.com. Go to radio. You can check out the schedule. We got some really cool people coming up. And as always, these are rebroadcast at 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so very much for all your support, and have a blessed rest of your day.